Alexander writes, today we're going to be looking at a new product from Lochby called the Field Sling. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe, and then drop a comment and let me know if you have the Field Sling from Lochby and how you're using it. Before we get into the video, I just want to talk about ways to support the channel. If you look in the description, I have discount codes for you. One of them being from Lochby. You can enjoy 10% off discount code with any Lochby purchase. A little bit of that goes to me, but it just goes to helping support this channel. As well as, if many of you newer viewers don't know, I am a published author, self-published, and so I do have several books to offer as well through my Amazon. That link, or those links, will also be in the description. I have my newest book, The Highland Tour, which is a murder mystery. The first book I wrote, The Shadow of Our Stars, which is a fairy tale, and then the Victorian Vigilante in soft and hardcover, and those are all available through Amazon, and there are links in my description if you'd like to read any of those. There is also a short blurb if you want to know more. But getting on to the video, today we're going to be looking at the Lochby Field Sling. This is a product that I've actually been fairly excited about. I'm actually more excited about Lochby making a more full-size messenger bag, and so that is something that I'm looking forward to. The Field Sling is a good compromise. It is big enough for what I need it to be, and it helps transport things that I use on a daily basis to the office and back. So what I will say is a lot of times some of these things can be my pockets, but when I go to work, I am usually in dressier clothes, so I can't carry a multi-tool. I can't carry as many things on me as I would normally. So the Field Sling is a happy compromise. The Field Sling starts at $59 US, and it comes in several colors. There is a brown, a bumblebee, which is what you're looking at now, a nautical, which is a navy, and then a navy, and then a brown trim. And then lastly, they have their olive green, which is olive green with that brown trim. The Field Sling is designed for several different things. It is basically whatever you want to do with it. I use it for stationary things. People can use it for fishing gear. They can use it for foraging stuff, outdoorsy kind of things. But I'm going to show what I use it for. The sling itself has these loops on the side where you can attach a strap if you want to do so. I currently don't have this on because there is a nice strap that's on the back that I just kind of carry around like this. This is a similar buckle to what we're used to from Lochby on their field notebooks and their minis. This is that, I think, aerospace grade aluminum, if I'm not mistaken, that they use, and just a similar opening system, so kind of like a hook. This is slightly adjustable, so I have it honestly at its most full, but you can tighten it down if you want to slim it down. You can see mine's quite a bit full. But yeah, let's take a look and see what kinds of things it can hold, because I really do think that it is really good at storing stuff. I should mention that according to Lochby's website, it says that it can hold a phone, pens, wallet, cables, earbuds, keys, I think it's an iPad mini, and then a miniature field journal, which is this one I have right here. It would hold all of those things comfortably. And so I'm going to show you everything I have in mine and kind of let you know what the room is. So when you open it up, this lays flat. I typically will tuck it back and lay it on my desk like this. And so here is what I have inside it currently. And so there is a main compartment here, and then you have a zippered compartment here, and then you have some pocketed compartments in the back. There is not a pocket on the back. That would be kind of interesting, but there isn't one on this design. So this is what I have inside mine. There's some dog hair in there. So these are my everyday carries. These are things that go with me every single day, apart from the pens that I change out sometimes depending on what's in them or what style of pen I'm wanting in that moment. These are all pretty much the same things every single day. And so we have first the commonplace notebook that I've reviewed on this channel. This is Traveler's Company. This goes with me everywhere. It's really important to me. And the other notebook is also as equally important, and I'll go into that for other reasons on a separate video, but it will hold a pocket or a passport notebook. I have my Kindle, so this is just a old, I think a Kindle Basic, and so I have a case on it, and that goes in there as well. I read a lot on the go. And then pens, I have a Lamy Safari right now that I'm using, and my trusty brass Supra. Those go in this pocket here. You could probably fit a notebook in here. They're wide enough. I just use pens for this spot. On this other spot, you have room for a multi-tool, and this is a Leatherman multi-tool that I carry around. Again, if I was wearing jeans, I just carry it in my jean pocket, but if I'm at work, then it just tends to live in the field sling. I also have a pair of AirPods tucked down in there that I carry. I listen to music quite often, so the AirPods being stored in here and is a nice perk. This is also kind of a similar size pocket to the first one, and then this pocket on the side I think is probably this is the smallest and probably intentional for pens, so I may just move them here and then put something else here, but for now I just have nothing there for the time being. This is the Bumblebee, so you'll see that this is the yellow on the inside. Lochby has this is a newer colorway that they're doing, and they're always changing things. So if you are interested in this, I would always just check on their website. Sometimes they do special drops. I think the olive might be something that's special, but don't quote me on that. Going further into it, I have a book that I have in here that I'm just reading, and so that kind of gets stuck in there. It's a thinner book, so it's not like a very thick paperback that probably wouldn't fit. So just a smaller book would work great. And then lastly, I have a personal ringed binder from Me Plus, and so that will also be in here. This kind of has become more of my everyday carry, more of my commonplace notebook lately, and I will again do a separate video to highlight this product. I love it. You'll see another pen on here. So I typically carry 3 pens at one time. This pen is a stub nib, and then the Lamy is a broad nib, and then I have a fine nib. So I have a couple different sized nibs for what I want to do, and we'll set that aside. And so here is basically the inside of the field sling, and so you'll see there's quite a bit of room. It can get a little bit more narrow. I have mine quite a bit thick, but it's really nice. It's got that like honeycomb pattern texture. You can honestly do with it what you'd like. If you ever want ideas of how to use it, Lochby's website, where the product is located, has a lot of customer images that kind of show you what people use them for. I think I checked there the other day, and people use it for watercoloring. They use it to carry their Bibles. They use it for outdoorsy fishing stuff. So there's several different uses for it. And I think, in all honesty, you could probably make something work for you. I'm going to close this up, and we're going to take a look at that strap. Again, the strap isn't something I'm currently using, but I do want to show it to you. So the strap is, like, I would say it's probably seatbelt material. It feels pretty sturdy. These ends are plastic, and then there's just that simple clasping section on the end. And so you would just insert this like so, and then you would just push it and clasp it. And that would happen on both sides. This is quite long. It would fit over a shoulder. I don't think it would fit around your waist. I think it's a bit too long for that. And then if you wanted to undo this, you just push down, pull up, and then remove. And so I might use that later, but right now I just like when I can carry it around from this back strap. And I should add that you could probably clip this to a bag. So if you're like a hiker, you could probably clip this to your hiking bag. But yeah, just a bunch of different uses. I'm going to put everything back into it and I'll show you how that goes. So we have the multi-tool that goes here. 2 fountain pens. AirPods. Then we have that Me Plus planner. My Kindle. My Passport notebook. We'll stick this book in first. Here's that top-down view. And I should say, it leans quite... It doesn't... I mean, there's a lot of weight right there, but typically on my desk it leans upright. And then we'll tuck this in it. Maybe this will help it level out. No, not really, but... there is the Lochby Field Sling. Again, if you're interested in this, there is a coupon code. It's Alexander Wrights. It's in my description. Feel free to use it and get 10% off. And then in the comments, let me know if what you're using it for. I'm actually kind of interested to see how versatile these products are. I use mine for writing for stationary items, but I'm always interested to see what other people use Lochby products for. But that is today's video. This is, again, the Lochby Field Sling. It is $59 US. It is 10 inches by 6.7 and then 1.5 inches thick. But that doesn't mean it can't expand larger. It has a 3-liter capacity according to its website. But again, I think it's something that everyone can do something with, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and until next time, have a great day.